Good morning. The October 23rd, 2019 meeting of the Board of Estimates is now called to order. In the interest of promoting the order and efficiency of these hearings, persons who are disruptive to the hearing will be asked to leave the hearing room. Meetings of the Board of Estimates are open to the public for the duration of the meeting. The hearing room must be vacated at the conclusion of the meeting. Failure to comply may result in a charge of trespassing. Madam Deputy Comptroller, are there any corrections, additions, or deferrals on the agenda?
Good morning. For today's agenda, there are no changes or corrections to the agenda. We have one item that's being deferred, and that's page 90, item number 4, and an item that is being, the first item is being withdrawn, and the second item, page 7071, item number 11, is being deferred. In the absence of Mr. Rudy Chow, Mr. Matthew Garback will sit and act on behalf today. In the absence of Honorable Joan Pratt, Comptroller, I, Bernice Taylor, will sit and act in her behalf today. We have the following abstentions to report. Honorable Mayor Young will abstain on pages 23 to 24, item number 3, and page 31 to 32. The Honorable President Scott will abstain on pages 23 to 24, item number 3. And acting on behalf of the Comptroller, there's an abstention for page 7 on her behalf. The items that remain on the non-routine agenda are page 8, page 87, item number 2, and page 88, item number 3. Mr. President, members of the board, those are the items that one that's been withdrawn, the deferral, as well as the abstentions that have been reported today. Thank you.
Thank you. I would direct the board members' attention to the memorandum from my office dated October 21st, 2019, identifying matters to be considered as routine agenda items together with any corrections and additions that have been noted by the Deputy Comptroller. I will entertain a motion to approve all the items contained on the routine agenda.
Move approval, Mr. President.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The motion carried. The routine agenda items have been adopted. The first item on the non-routine agenda can be found on page 8, Law Department, Settlement Agreement and Release. Will the parties please come forward?
I was advised by counsel that Mr. Johansson would not appear, Mr. President.
Thank you. I will entertain a motion.
I would move to approve the item recommended by the Law Department, Mr. President.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. The motion carries. The second item on the non-routine agenda can be found on page 87 through 88, items 2 and 3, Mayor's Office of Homeless Services, Provider Agreements. A protest was received. Will the parties please come forward? Good morning, sir. Please state your name for the record.
Good morning, honorable members of the Board of Estimates. My name is John Turner. I'm the Deputy Director for the Mayor's Office of Homeless Services. In August of this year, MOHS released an RFP for professional services, seeking providers who could operate 3 of our emergency shelters. In an effort to be transparent and also to ensure a broad audience of prospective providers, we posted that RFP on our website. We also distributed through the agency's listserv to the community providers in our network. As we implemented the process, we enlisted a 6-person evaluation panel to review all of the RFP proposals and to complete independent ranking and scoring. At the end of that process, the highest scoring proposals were selected as the prospective awardees, and communications were sent out. Because we were diligent to the process that we put in place, and because we were transparent, we would respectfully request that the Board of Estimate allow the contracts to continue as scheduled. And I thank you for your time and can answer any questions that you have.
Thank you. Sir, please introduce yourself for the record.
Mr. President, Mr. Mayor.
Use the microphone.
Good morning, Mr. President, Mr. Mayor. My name is Robert Shulman with behalf of the Time Organization.
Pull the mic up a little.
Lauren Herron, who's standing to my left, is from the Time Organization. We respectfully withdraw the protest on Falls Way. We want to pursue the protest on 1200 Fremont Avenue. And the reason why we want to pursue the protest on Fremont Avenue, while I heard what the gentleman indicated with regard to the highest scoring group, in this case, Healthcare for the Homeless, we submit that the rating of Time Organization is incorrect. They effectively rated low the Time Organization because of their claimed lack of experience. That simply is not the case. Let me just tell you a little bit about the Time Organization. It's a minority-owned, African-American operated company. It's been in the city for over 20 years. Has run transitional housing for at least 5 years. The difference between emergency shelters and transitional housing is very small. The only main difference is you're in emergency shelters for a day or two, and then you're shifted to transitional housing. Transitional housing does exactly what an emergency shelter does, plus more. And the plus more is the key to this contract because of the wraparound services that's provided by the Time Organization helps to more quickly move the homeless into a system that should limit the time that you spend in the homeless system and should ensure in much greater percentage the success of that homeless person. So to say that they do not have sufficient experience to operate it, but these other companies do, is completely wrong. And that's why we think that the Time Organization should be offered the opportunity to run the emergency shelter on Fremont Avenue.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor?
Thank you. What he just said, is that true? You all based it on their lack of experience as opposed to the other ones having experience?
Mr. Mayor, I first would like to correct the gentleman in that the Healthcare for the Homeless was not the selected organization. And the independent panel that completed the evaluation process, the scoring rubric was made available on our website along with the RFP. So there were multiple categories to be considered. Experience operating the shelters obviously was one of them. I was not one of the evaluators, so I can't speak to each of their evaluation scores, but I can just...
What my question was it based on, put it this way, if they have the experience, would they have received the award?
Because I was not one of the evaluators, I can't. There were multiple areas of the
Because
scoring.
here's what I would like to see, because I always rant and rave about homeless services, because it doesn't seem to move people from homelessness into stable housing. And if we're going to keep doing the same old thing that we've been continuing to do, giving these same organizations the money for homeless people to be removed from being in shelters to stable housing, if they have mental health issues, have all this stuff dealt with, then why we keep giving the same people the same contracts over and over and over again? And I haven't seen any improvements. And it's just my personal assessment. I haven't seen any improvement. We still have the same homeless people recycled through each one of the programs.
Mr. Mayor, and then Mr. Turner, I think the problem for me is that if you know that there's a protest, we should be able to say why that protesting organization wasn't rewarded the contract, right? So for the mayor to ask you why they were denied, was it because of their inexperience? If you guys are going to be presenting on behalf of the agency, you should have the information of why they were denied, what the rubric was, but also what the outcome was for them and the other organizations that applied. So to me, it's completely unacceptable that we don't have that.
Thank you. Good morning, Honorable Board. Kyle Hildreth on behalf of MOHS from the Law Department. I actually have a copy here of the scoring sheet that was provided. It's my understanding that experience was just one of the factors that was taken into account. I can pass this out if you would like a copy.
Mr. Mayor.
And while you are passing those out, what kind of follow-up are we doing to make sure that the money we're giving these homeless providers is actually producing the results that we want to see? That's what I like to see.
So, Mr. Mayor, if I can reply, there's two things that we're attempting to do. For one, effective with these contracts, the Mayor's Office of Homeless Services has made significant changes to what's been required from the shelter operators. Some of those changes include more intensive case management, increased case management, access for the clients in the shelters to receive services during the day so that they're not just ushered in and ushered out without the opportunity to receive the services that will allow them to move into permanent housing. In terms of the same providers receiving the same contracts, when we released the RFP, it was certainly our goal and our expectation that we would have a wider audience, a wider selection pool of providers, and we remain true to the scoring process that we outlined in the beginning of the process. Therefore, it was not subjective decision making, and we hope to be more transparent than had been the case in prior years.
But my real question is, are we looking at how successful these organizations are moving our clients, our citizens, from one point to the next? I mean, are we looking at the successes of all of these entities and what they're doing and how they're producing? Are we doing that?
Before you answer, Mr. Turner, for example, Bridgehaven Inc., can you guys tell us the success that they've had as an organization running shelters for us? How many people that have come through their shelters have went into permanent housing?
President Scott, I can say that Bridgehaven has been operating the shelter for 9 months in the prior operating year. I don't have the exact numbers on who moved into permanent housing, but we can provide that to the board.
Thank you. Before we go any further, Board, I'm going to make a motion to defer this item until we have further information.
I would second that motion, Mr. President. Are we deferring all three contracts or just the one?
All three.
All three? The protest is withdrawn as to, I thought, the other two.
I understand, but based on the line of questioning from the mayor and myself, I think all three is the most appropriate way.
I would second that motion.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. This item will be deferred. We will now proceed to police legal settlements, which is simply intended to permit citizens to.
We did that with Mr.
Oh, we did
President.
one? But I want to see if anyone else is here.
No, that was the only one.
All right, great. Thank you, sir. As there is no more business before the board, we will recess until bid opening at 12 noon.
Good afternoon. The Board of Estimates is now in session for the receiving and opening the bids. I have the following addendum to read for today. GS 18815, City Hall exterior wall repairs, Phase 1, 2, and alternate phases. Please change the bid due date from October 23rd to December 11th, 2019. B50005931, Victim and Witness Services Marketing Campaign. Please change the bid due date from October 23rd to October 30th, 2019. B50005914, Litter Vacuum Machine. Please change the bid due date from October 23rd, 2019 to November 13th, 2019. Those are the addenda received for today's meeting.
I guess you're supposed to say so ordered.
It is so ordered.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You want to have one? Great, thanks. We're going to begin with Department of Finance, tax sale auction of tax liens. No bids were received.
It is so noted.
And- Thank you. GS 17809, Central Garage Pavement Repairs. A bid guarantee is required if the bid amount is over $100,000. Okay. Let me see. I think my power of attorney is actually be a copy. Sometimes they'll say a photocopy is accepted. I want to read that to see it. But here's what they say. Okay, thank you. Potts and Callahan, Inc., with a bid bond. $986,868. Thank you.
That sole bid will be referred to the Department of General Services for review.
There's the next one. SC 1000, cleaning and inspection of sanitary sewer laterals in Baltimore, various locations. A bid guarantee is required if the bid amount is over $100,000. Okay, yeah, we're fine. B&B Partnership Initiative with a bid bond. $225,450.
That sole bid on SC 1000 will be referred to the Department of Public Works for review.
Yes, looks like it's one complete. The second one will be your copy, hopefully. Oh, this is copy. B50005795, Laboratory Analysis Services. A bid guarantee is not required. Bid price page. I see this from I like to see if they have a B page. They used to have a page called B5. To see if they have that too. They normally have it. But they may have been given a spreadsheet, so I gotta have to check to make sure, because sometimes the spreadsheets are different. Yeah, they. Yeah, okay. ALS Group USA Corp., doing business as ALS Environmental. I'm going to read this. Okay. $631,806.50. It's a multiple year contract. Thank you. Rubber bands. Let me see. This is our big price sheet. Mhm. Martell Laboratories, JDS, Inc. $864,400. That's not it. I think it's back here. I think it's under tab 2 towards it. I think. Let me see. Nope, not there either. I'll look at the table of contents. Tab 5. Microbac Laboratories, Inc. $608,464.
These three bids for B50005795 will be referred to the Bureau of Procurement for review.
B50005574. Corporate Purchasing Card Services. This is a price opening. Let me go back again and see. This is different. There's three bids to be open. Maybe this is here, fee schedule. I'm looking at the second one. Wavy most. So let me see. Is that it? And then this is second for This is M&T. I'm just going to just look and see. Let's see if they look the same. In terms, I'm just trying to compare what they're offering. See, look, this is what it is. They did this a little differently. This would be it. See, that was waived. So they did this a little differently.
Okay.
See, that's waived. Okay, I just want to see the next page. See if we can look. Look what they're asking for, and the fees and the rebate. Two things they're asking for, fees and the rebate. Yeah, and, I'm going to read the percentages because no, I think so. But see, they do this differently. This one does it by percentages and dollar amount. Here, they give you a range. It's going to be by basis points. I don't know what to do for that. See,
Right.
I want to just tell them I can't read the rebate fee for this one, but
Okay.
okay. I'm gonna start with the easy one. Let's start with this one first. Yeah, this that's simple. Yes, yeah, and let's see if that one's simple. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Yes. And again, this is B50000577, Corporate Purchasing Card Services. There seems to be two components for the price. One is fees, and for M&T Bank, the total estimated annual fees is 0. The second component is rebate, and it requests to describe the rebate plan offered. And for this bid for M&T, the rebate it's based upon various percentages, so I'm not able to give a total for that. But this will be available for review in room 204 after the bids are open today, around 2. Let's see if it's simpler. Okay, good. Same. Okay. This is the bid for J.P. Morgan Chase Bank N.A. for the first component fees. The total estimated annual fees is 0. For the rebate, it is a percentage and a range, so I'm not able to provide a cumulative amount. And again, this will be available in room 204 after 2 o'clock today. Thank you. I'll just say 0 for this one. Okay, I'm sorry, you need to turn back. And we'll do the same for the rebate. We can't do it. Wells Fargo Bank N.A. for the first component for fees. The fees are waived, so the amount is 0. For rebate, again, it is based upon a range, so I'm not able to give a total. Thank you.
It's ordered that these 3 bids on procurement B50005574
Open to it.
be made available for examination in room 204 as ordered.
Thank you. The final item for today's opening is B50005835, City of Baltimore and HABC disparity study. This bid was previously open, however, we're recalling the item for the sole purpose of reviewing the bid submitted by Mason Tillman Associates. There were 2 separate packages received by the City of Baltimore. The first on September 23rd, 2019, which was labeled as the price and the technical proposal for the City of Baltimore and HABC for the disparity study. The second package received on September 25th, 2019 had a label that was very clear and visible that said price. As this was a technical opening, only the technical portion was open that day, which was the first submission. We later learned that the second box was to have also obtained the technical proposal for Baltimore City. And so today we're opening that second box to ensure that we have properly opened this bid. And let me see what's in it, please. So I can, okay. I'm not going to see what's in it, please. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Before we start going with it, okay. That's A.B. hard copy. Okay, city. Okay. All right. That's fine. And this is City of Baltimore. Okay. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. That's all duplicates. It's the same. Okay. All right, so as previously stated, we did receive the first bid. The bid that was open on the 25th included the HABC proposal, the technical proposal, as well as the price envelope. In today's opening, we have received the original for the City of Baltimore, which was missing on the date of the bid opening, as well as an envelope that is labeled Housing Authority of Baltimore City proposal forms. Just a second. Right. I make a motion that we refer to the Law Department for review the second submission from Mason Tillman Associates Limited, which was received on September the 25th, 2019, for the Law Department to review.
I second that.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? In accordance with the board's determination, the matter will be referred to the Law Department as recommended by the Secretary.
There being no further business, we are adjourned. Thank you.
We are.